Hancock County leaders say they still plan to build a new jail despite residents defeating a property tax referendum to help fund the project. 53% of voters were against the referendum. The county now plans to use a local income tax increase to cover some of the cost of the $55 million project. As Barbara Brozier reports, county officials say the project can't wait.
As Keith Oliver steps into one of the cell blocks at the Hancock County Jail, the challenges he faces are immediately clear. There are multiple people sleeping on the floor in what resemble plastic sleds, and there's not much room for inmates to move around.
This setup here, we should basically have 12, we should have 18 people in this block, so we have 23. So what happens is we have people that sleep out here in the day room, which is not properly secured, so staff walks in here every hour to check on them. There's no place for them to go lock down.
There are more than 200 inmates at the jail on this particular day. To be in compliance with state law, the county is only supposed to hold 126 people. Numbers haven't been that low in a long time.
Obviously, when more inmates get in a block, it gets more hostile, gets more upset, which in turn causes more fights, causes more trying to move people to other cells because they can't get along with each other. And eventually you just run out of room. So then you have to start locking people down or figure out other alternatives for that.
It's a situation, Oliver says, puts inmates and guards at risk. And he's frustrated because he hears from other jail commanders who are also out of space and nearly out of patience.
Everybody's having this problem. This ain't a Hancock County problem. This ain't a, Henry County problem or Shelby County. This is a statewide problem.
A statewide problem, but one that each county is left to find a solution for on its own. The conversation about building a new jail in Hancock County started about a decade ago. A proposed new facility could house up to 3 times the number of inmates and would allow the county to expand some of its programs, like connecting inmates battling addiction with treatment. And there's a sense of urgency to the project.
Before we kicked the can 10 years, this was a $35 million project. Now it's a $55 million project. If you want to kick it down the road 3 or 4 more years, it's a $70 million project. If you want to wait another 10 years, we can spend $150 million on this.
The $55 million price tag includes repurposing the county's current jail and work release centers, as well as making some changes to the courthouse. The county wants to build the new jail in this residential area, which is right behind where the current jail sits. Now, it would have to buy these houses first, but once construction starts, county officials say it would only take about 18 months before the jail is complete. And while not all taxpayers are thrilled with the idea of shouldering the financial burden, county leaders say it's necessary.
There's no amount of money that's worth even a criminal losing their life or losing their ability to become rehabilitated and continue to have a life, take care of their family, and move on with their life.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Barbara Brozier.
It's unclear how quickly the county could decide to increase income taxes. That money alone likely won't be enough to cover the costs of the project.